Today our topic is why every Stoic kept a personal journal. Stoicism is an old philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life, even when things are hard. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, believe that writing down your thoughts and experiences is one of the most powerful tools for self-improvement. They didn't just write for fun or to pass the time. They wrote to understand themselves better, to reflect on their actions, and to grow wiser. Let's explore why journaling was so important to them and why it might be just as important for you. First, let's talk about self-awareness. The Stoics believe that to live a good life, you must first know yourself. This means understanding your strengths, your weaknesses, your fears, and your desires. But here is the problem. Most of us go through life without really thinking about these things. We react to situations without asking why we act the way we do. We get angry, sad, or anxious, but we don't take the time to figure out what's causing these emotions. Writing in a journal forces you to slow down and think. When you put your thoughts on paper, you can see them more clearly. You can ask yourself, why did I feel this way? Was it because of something someone said? Or was it because of my own expectations? Over time, this practice helps you become more aware of your emotions and how you react to the world around you. This self-awareness is the first step toward change. Next, journaling helps you practice reflection. The Stoics believe that every day is an opportunity to learn. But learning doesn't just happen automatically. You have to take the time to think about what happened during the day and what you can learn from it. This is where journaling comes in. At the end of the day, the Stoics would sit down with their journals and ask themselves questions like, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? Did I act according to my values? Or did I let my emotions control me? By reflecting on your actions, you can see where you succeeded and where you need to improve. This isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about being honest and using your experiences as a guide for the future. Reflection turns everyday events into lessons, and these lessons help you grow. Another reason the Stoics kept journals was to practice gratitude. Life can be tough, and it's easy to focus on the things that go wrong. But the Stoics believed that even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. Writing in a journal gives you the chance to remind yourself of the good things in your life. It could be something small, like a kind word from a friend, or something big, like achieving a goal. When you write about these things, you train your mind to notice and appreciate the positive aspects of life. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means balancing your perspective so that you don't get overwhelmed by negativity. Gratitude helps you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Journaling also helps you prepare for challenges. The Stoics were big on the idea of premeditatio malorum, which means the premeditation of evils. This is the practice of thinking about the worst-case scenarios in advance. Now, this might sound negative, but it's actually a very practical tool. By imagining what could go wrong, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally. For example, if you're worried about losing your job, you can write about how you would handle that situation. What steps would you take? How would you stay calm and focused? When you write about these things, you're not just worrying, you're problem-solving. This practice helps you feel more in control, even when life is unpredictable. It also reminds you that no matter what happens, you have the strength to face it. Another benefit of journaling is that it helps you clarify your values. The Stoics believed that living a good life means living in alignment with your values. But to do that, you first need to know what your values are. Writing in a journal gives you the space to think about what's important to you. Is it honesty? Courage? Kindness? When you write about your actions and decisions, you can ask yourself whether they match your values. If they don't, you can make changes. Over time, this practice helps you live with integrity and purpose. It also makes it easier to make decisions because you have a clear sense of what matters most to you. Journaling also helps you track your progress. Life is a journey, and growth doesn't happen overnight. The Stoics understood this, and they used their journals to see how far they had come. By writing down your thoughts and experiences, you create a record of your journey. You can look back and see how you've changed over time. Maybe you've become more patient, or maybe you've learned to handle stress better. Seeing this progress can be incredibly motivating. It reminds you that even small steps add up over time. It also helps you stay committed to your goals, even when progress feels slow. Finally, journaling helps you find peace. The Stoics believed that the key to happiness is not controlling what happens to you, but controlling how you respond. Life is full of things we can't control: other people's actions, the weather, even our own bodies. But we can control our thoughts and attitudes. Writing in a journal helps you process your emotions and let go of things you can't control. When you write about your worries or frustrations, you give them a place to go. This can be incredibly freeing. It's like having a conversation with yourself where you can say whatever you need to say without fear of judgment. Over time, this practice helps you develop a sense of inner peace. You learn to accept what you can't change and focus on what you can. So, why did every Stoic keep a personal journal? Because it's a simple but powerful tool for self-improvement. It helps you become more self-aware, reflect on your actions, practice gratitude, prepare for challenges, clarify your values, track your progress, and find peace. You don't need to be a philosopher to benefit from journaling. All you need is a notebook and a few minutes each day. Start by writing about your day: what went well, what didn't, and what you learned. Over time, you'll find that this simple practice can have a profound impact on your life. Like the Stoics, you'll discover that the key to a good life isn't just about what happens to you, but how you respond. And journaling is one of the best ways to shape that response. So grab a pen, open a notebook, and start writing. Your journey to a better life begins with the first word.